As a part of the item arrival process and inspection, a disposition code will be assigned to the returned goods. In addition to determining how to dispose of the returned goods, disposition codes can cause charges to be applied to the return line, and they can also be used to group returns for statistical analysis. Let's switch over to AX and I'll show you how to create one. I'm here in the Sales and Marketing module, and then underneath Setup, we'll go down to the Sales folder, expand the returns, and open the Disposition Codes form. Here you can see all of the disposition codes that are set up for a particular legal entity. When you create a new disposition code, you'll assign a unique identification. In my demonstration data, they have used numbers. However, you may want to consider using words or abbreviations to make them more easily identifiable. I'll use a number for my example. In the Action field, it's important to select the correct action. There are 6 options available. The first option, Credit, indicates that the customer will receive a credit for the amount of the return. The Credit Only option indicates that the customer will only receive a credit and no return item will be sent back to them. Scrap indicates that the item is no longer usable and should be thrown away. With the Credit and Credit Only options, it is assumed that the item will be put back into inventory. Next is Replacing Credit. With this option, a replacement will be sent back to the customer for a new version of the same item, and a credit will be issued back to the customer. With Replace and Scrap, it's assumed that the item is no longer usable and the item that was returned will be scrapped. A new replacement will be sent to the customer, and the customer will be credited for the amount of the return. The last option is Return to Customer. This is used when, for example, the item is being repaired or no problems were found with it, and you're going to send it back to the customer. With this option, the customer is not credited for the amount of the items. We'll just create a simple new credit option and give it a description. If you want to add charges that are specific to this particular return code, you can use the Charges button. This is useful, for example, if you wanted to add a restocking fee. Much like the reason codes, you'll click the new icon, select which charge code to add, enter the amount, and the category for the charge. Now, let's talk about the returned order process.